What the hell is up, guys? Harmonious here, and I'm starting this video on top of a random roof in Hollywood. I actually decided to switch it up today and make a video about something else. I have been living in Hollywood for 20 years already, and a lot of my family members in Russia and a lot of other people that I meet that do not live in LA, they think California or they think that living in LA is just kind of like this fantasy wonderland. I'm not saying everyone does, but I'm saying that a good portion of people think that living in LA is like a fantasy wonderland where you're gonna see celebrities every day, where you're gonna see like run into all this cool stuff every day, where the streets are paved of gold and the light bulbs are made of diamonds and stuff like that. But I want to make this video basically shedding a light on Hollywood and just giving you guys a realistic perspective of how it feels to visit Hollywood or how it feels to live in LA. So let's get it started.
More harmonious world out there.
Harmonious. Very harmonious. Scrumptiously harmonious. Peace.
Ring money be calling my phone. 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 Never miss calls by money. Pick it up every time if it's about money. Ayy, never miss calls by money. Pick it up every time if it's about money. Ayy.
I'm now on Hollywood Boulevard, and before I give you guys the perspective of a tourist in Hollywood Boulevard, I have to look like one. So let's get it. Boom, I think that's just about all you need is some Ray-Bans and you look like a motherfucking tourist. So, alright, let's get it. Let's start with number one. First thing you should avoid when you guys are visiting Hollywood, if you guys ever visit Hollywood, are these tour companies. The first thing that anyone ever wants to do when they come to Hollywood is to take a tour, is to go to the celebrity houses, is to go to all the famous spots of Hollywood. And there's actually one pulling up next to me right now. Like this one right behind me, there's literally 20 other companies that are like just huge companies that do cheap tours. I personally used to work for one of these tour companies, and let me just tell you guys from personal experience that you're never going to see a celebrity. A lot of the information that you're getting is a lie. These companies aren't really going to go through the trouble of researching all their facts. They're not really going to go through the trouble of fact checking what their tour guides say. So a lot of the stuff that you guys hear on these tours are not going to be correct, and a lot of these tours are really freaking expensive. They go from like $30, $40 up to $100. So at that point, if you guys are visiting Hollywood, I would recommend to rent a car, do your own research on where people live, because if celebrity houses are seen on Hollywood tours, that means that their addresses are pretty well known. So with your own research, you guys could probably find out where all the celebrities live, where all the cool locations are, and you guys can rent a car and go to these locations on your own comfort and just have your own car to do the whole trip. So first thing I would recommend is do not go to any tour company, no matter how cheap the price they give you, because the cheaper the price, the more of a chance it is that all the information you're getting is fake. For number two of the list. One thing that's well known about Hollywood Boulevard is we have these things called CD guys, or quote-unquote artists, handing out their music to push their careers and possibly, I guess, make it out there. But I'm here to tell you that basically more than 70% of those CDs that you guys are going to grab do not have music on them. A lot of these guys that are on the boulevard that are claiming to be artists, that are trying to progress their artistic careers or progress their music careers, they're not really trying to do that. They're just trying to make money for the day. And it may sound like I'm kind of just like hating on people making money, because I guess it is a pretty clever way of making money. You're handing out something that costs like less than $1 to make, and they make up to $20, $30, $40 off these CDs. They make actually a lot of money off these CDs. And to wrap things up, I don't want to completely say do not donate money to the CD guys on the boulevard. All I want to say is be wise about spending your money while you're on Hollywood Boulevard, because there's a lot of people just trying to make a quick buck out there. And just because you donated money to someone on the boulevard saying they have really good music on the CD, more than likely you're either going to hear nothing, you're going to get a virus, or you're going to hear some plain old beats. spot that I just found to continue filming this dialogue is actually really cool, so I think I might just end up filming the rest of the dialogues right here. Either way, let's move on to the number 3 thing that you should never do when you're visiting Hollywood. One of the last times that I went to go visit my family in Russia, a lot of my family members out there were asking me questions like, since you live in Hollywood or since you live in LA, do you see Britney Spears or do you see Brad Pitt? They're just throwing out these like really popular movie names and just like celebrity names. And I'm sure my family in Russia aren't the only people that think that
just by living in LA, you're gonna see celebrities every freaking day. If you make it your goal to chase down celebrities, such as like TMZ or any other journalistic company about celebrities, you will be able to find celebrities almost daily in Los Angeles. But if you're just living your life, or if you're just visiting LA, going to all the popular locations such as Hollywood Boulevard, Santa Monica Pier, The Grove, Universal Studios, you're really not gonna see too many celebrities. Just because for people who live in LA, it's actually not fun for us to come to the Boulevard. It's very, very packed, and a lot of people that do visit LA actually like LA for going to the Boulevard because it's really busy. There's a lot of people all the time. It's really interesting. But number one, there's always traffic, so you're not going to go anywhere if you take a car. There's always foot traffic. It takes forever just to walk down the street. You're being blocked by everyone. There's CD guys trying to push CDs on you. There's characters trying to take pictures with you. But basically, the moral of my story right now is Hollywood is not jam-packed with celebrities. It kind of is, but it's also jam-packed with 99% of just regular old people. So it's going to be kind of a rare thing to see a celebrity. I guess I can say I see at least one celebrity a month at the store, just walking down the street or something like that, or one of my friends points them out, but it's not as common as people would think.
I changed my mind and switched locations, so let's move on to number 4. Fourth thing they should not do when you guys are visiting Hollywood Boulevard, and this goes for the nighttime crawlers. This goes for the people walking around the boulevard at night, the people going to the clubs, and the people just trying to see the nightlife on Hollywood Boulevard. I'm not going to get any footage of them right now just because they come around when the sun starts setting around 5-6 p.m., but street hot dogs. The street hot dogs of Hollywood Boulevard, they smell incredible. I'm not going to lie to you guys. They smell really, really good, and they also look really, really good. But they have been sitting on that cart. Well, these people that come with the carts to sell these hot dogs, they take those carts on the metro with them, the underground metro, and those hot dogs, I really, really doubt that they're in the most clean conditions. I really doubt that they really take care of the products, such as the hot dogs, the buns, the ketchups. I really doubt that they have it all covered for the whole journey until they get here. And I've already had a couple of friends, they've bought these hot dogs and gone completely sick from them. Even if you guys get like street hot dogs from where you're from, I probably would not recommend these Hollywood hot dogs. Personally, every time I pass by them, I really want to buy one, but I already know what to expect, so I just don't. Finally, time for the last piece of advice from me, Harmonious. If you guys ever come visit Hollywood, it may seem tempting just because it seems really cool and you get to flex on your homies and you get to take some really cool pictures or videos, but do not pay for those supercars for like the 20-minute mark or whatever. Basically, all these companies right now on Hollywood Boulevard that have like Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and like cool new popular cars right now, like BMW i8s and stuff like that, and they're basically charging people $120, $200, $300 just to sit in these cars and be driven around LA. A lot of people assume that just because it says like $120 on a Ferrari that they think like, oh wow, I get to drive a Ferrari for 20 minutes or whatever just for $120. But honestly, I think unless you're paying like $250, you don't get to drive it yourself. And then you also have to have some person sitting right next to you, not your friend, not anyone from your family, but you have to have someone from this company sitting right next to you while you're driving this thing. Number 2 is you're gonna be paying $100 plus to drive this freaking Ferrari or this Lamborghini in LA traffic, which I don't know if you guys are from LA or Hollywood or not, but literally after 5 o'clock, you won't be able to drive more than a block or two without sitting in 20 minutes of traffic. Paying $120 or $200 to sit in one of these cars, to drive one of these cars, is completely not worth it. You're not going to have a good time. Once again, I'm not really hating. It's a good business opportunity. If someone has a Ferrari or Lamborghini that they have sitting around, I guess it is a pretty good way of making money, but it does kind of fool the general public, and I'm here to tell you guys it is not worth it. Do not do those 5 things I just said, and that actually wraps up my video. So if you guys are ever visiting Hollywood, do not take any tours, do not give any money to the CD guys, do not eat those Hollywood hot dogs. It may be tempting, but it is not worth it. Number 4, do not expect to see celebrities. And 5, like I just said, do not buy or rent one of those sports cars. It is not worth it. So this is going to be the end of my video. Please leave a like if you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please leave a comment saying if you guys have visited Hollywood. Tell me your experiences before. And like always, do not forget to subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already. I hope you guys have a good one.